So Arctic Monkeys' new album, The Car, is upon us. It's out in the UK tomorrow morning, but I thought I'd use some wacky internet technology to make my phone think it was in Australia so I could listen to it slightly earlier. The first two songs we're already quite familiar with the opener being There Better Be a Mirrorball. It's quite a warm way of starting the album, something quite indulgent about it, but also something almost quite homely about it. Something really quite beautiful about it after listening to it a few times. Then it's into the funky I Ain't Quite Where I Think I Am, which starts quite minimal, but then it gets added to with strings coming in later on. And it's classic Alex Turner of late in the way that it has that hook of the main lyric, and it really cements itself in your head. And just kind of reacting to this album as I listened to it, the third song really stopped me in my tracks and had to listen to it about 3 times on repeat. A really powerful intro, almost similar to Do I Wanna Know in a way. And if I really wanted to lean into my musical journalist type of side, I'd say it's almost like Do I Wanna Know's older brother in a way, without sounding a bit wanky, without sounding over the top. I listened to an interview today with Matt and Alex on Steve Lamacq, and Lamacq kind of said that the lyrics on the album were very lean, and you really get a sense of that on this song. The melody and the lyrics are just spot on. It's almost got a Blade Runner type vibe to it, which is obviously referenced on the previous album. And I've been told that Jamie actually had a big influence on this song, which is interesting. Jet Skis on the Mat. I'd just describe this as a nice song, really. I don't really have any strong feelings towards it. There's some good lyrics in there, again, with Subbuteo Cloak standing out. But yeah, I'd probably give that one a 6.5, to be honest. And that followed by Body Paint. I've really come to love that song after it's been released as a single and seen some of the live performances on TV in America. And that's another song similar to I Ain't Quite Where I Think I Am. It's got that powerful main melody and main lyric again. It really comes through and kind of stays with you and has a powerful feeling with it. And then with the title track, The Car, you might be expecting something quite powerful and striking from the title track, but this is probably the least typical sound you'd expect from Arctic Monkeys, with the guitar picking technique throughout the song. And also the lyrics all almost sound ad-lib and almost from like a Jane Austen novel or some kind of diary from back in the day. Definitely interesting though, with an interesting sounding solo at the end as well. Next up is Big Ideas. Again, it's got like a nice warm feeling to it and some nice chord changes that go through it. It's definitely kind of got vibes of being a grower. It's kind of got like a layered melody that we've become used to, especially from the last album, where the more you listen to it, the more you get into it kind of thing. Again, like the previous song, The Car, it finishes on a solo that almost sounds like a voice or someone who's able to skillfully beatbox. Then moving on to the 8th song, Hello You. I think this is the song that Alex Turner said was the only one that has survived from early sessions following the previous album. And it's got a really cool, I think they call it call and receive. I think it might be a better term for it than that. Between the synths, there's a really nice melody on it. And again, it's one of those that I think will be a grower in time. It's not completely instant, but there's some great stuff in there. Then moving on to Mr. Schwartz. It's quite similar to the title track again in terms of the guitar picking. It's just a bit of an easy listen. It's almost like a Simon and Garfunkel type vibe at the beginning that you can imagine being in something like The Graduate. But yeah, nice stuff. Then finally we've got the last song on the album, Perfect Sense. Got a feeling of bringing it all together. There's like a marching vibe to it, and you can almost imagine it playing over the credits rolling on the album. There's no particularly long song on the album. I think the longest one is Body Paint at 4:50. But yeah, the final song is under 3 minutes. You feel like there's nothing really gone to waste. But yeah, overall, great listen. Some of those I've only heard once, and I can't wait to listen again, to be honest. Favourite song would have to be number 3, Sculptures of Anything Goes, on first listen. But yeah, what's yours? What do you make of it? Let me know in the comments.